Today we're going to talk about 3 times that no contact may be inappropriate to use. Hey folks, I'm Jim Miller, helping you find and keep the love of your life and write a better love story. Going to ask, if you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button. Should be right over in this neighborhood somewhere. Also tick the bell icon. You will be notified when I upload new content. Give me a thumbs up or leave a comment in the section down below. First things first, let's talk about the no contact rule. Many of you have watched my videos, or you're familiar. You type no contact rule into Google, my God, you're going to get the world. The no contact rule is a very effective strategy. It's just one of many strategies, one of many tools to use if trying to get an ex back. It is not the only one. It is not a magic bullet. It will not, sorry, there's some construction going on over here. It will not fix every problem. It will not fix every relationship. It will not make your ex run back and dive into your arms. But it is a strategy to help them experience life without you. Now that said, there are some times when the no contact rule is not appropriate to use in an ex-back situation, okay? Situation number 1 is that if you have some sort of a shared responsibility with your ex. And what do I mean by that? Well, number 1 shared responsibility is if you have a kid. If you have a child or children with your ex, the no contact rule is out the window. You must be a parent first. I don't care what anybody tells you, parenting first. Those children come before anything else. You want to get your ex back, it's still possible. I realize that no contact is there, but it's just not, it's not a tool that you can use in this particular situation. You've got to be a parent first. Other shared responsibilities, maybe you have a financial obligation together with your ex. Maybe you all bought a car together or a house together or something like that, which kind of tells you, unless you're sure this thing's going to work, be careful what you sign up for. But maybe you have a shared responsibility, again, a financial responsibility. You guys took out a loan together for something, or you have done something together. Again, maybe bought a car or leased a car together, both of your names are on it. Maybe you live together, okay? That is tough. If you live together, or maybe if you work together. No contact is impossible if you live together or if you work together. However, you can go into limited contact. If you try to do no contact, you come off as just an asshole. Sorry, there's no nice way to put it. You walk into the house, your ex is sitting there, asks you how your day was, or says something to you that happened to her or him, and you just walk by like they don't even exist. You're going to come off as a real asshole, and that's going to just cause tension where you live, and you don't want that, or where you work. So there's limited contact that you're going to use in a situation like this, and limited just means that, you're just not going to share that much. How was your day? It was good. Thank you. Boom. You're done. Don't get into the personal. Don't get drawn into talking about feelings and talking about the relationship and talking about where you are and whatnot like that. These are things that you definitely just want to avoid. So that's situation number 1, shared responsibility. And like I said, going back to if you have children or a child together, that's got to be your number 1 priority. Trust me, that'll long live any relationship. So, down the road, you have a relationship with your children, it's well worth it, believe me. Situation number 2 is if you're really pissing your ex off. Yeah, what do I mean by that? Well, a lot of times people take this no contact to the letter of the law. There was a guy I was working with a couple of months ago actually now, and his ex was texting him. He was in no contact. He was 2 or 3 weeks into no contact, and his ex was texting him, but she just wasn't texting him, like, hey, can you do this, can you do that, how are you? I mean, she was texting him like, you know what, maybe I made a mistake, maybe and she was starting to get frustrated because he wasn't responding. He's like, I'm in no contact, I can't contact her. I'm like, yeah, you need to contact her now. And they've been able to put it back together. It's great, it's a wonderful thing. But he was going to live up to the letter of the law, and she was starting to get pissed off. Now, I mean, if you're ignoring your ex, and they start getting repetitively more angry, you can text back. No contact is not, no contact. Here again, we're in limited or low contact. Your ex is starting to get pissed off just because they say, hey, why are you ignoring me? You can leave that alone. I mean, one time, something like that. But if you're starting to see that and they're getting progressively more angry, that's where you may just want to say, listen, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to move on, and, whatnot like that. Kind of spell it, I appreciate it. I've just been very busy. I'm trying to move on. Thank you for your interest. I'm fine. Boom. Whatever, whatever it is, something along those lines. This also serves to bring up curiosity, because they're waiting for you to just kind of crawl and beg, or maybe they are, especially if they're the ones that ended it. They're probably waiting for you to feeling you're miserable. If you're not miserable, it kind of throws them off a little bit. So that's another, but no contact is inappropriate in that situation. Again, if you're trying to get them back. Now, if you don't want them back, no contact, let them get pissed off, no big deal. I mean, if you've decided that this is not the relationship for you, why the hell are you watching this video? I don't understand. No, seriously, if you've decided this is not what you want, no contact, fine. If they get pissed off, hey, sorry, that's just life, okay? All right, situation number 3 that no contact may be inappropriate is if that's kind of your go-to thing anyway, it kind of loses steam. What I mean by that is this. If you were kind of absent during the relationship, I've had this happen. There was a woman that I was working with, and her ex he would just kind of like go off, and he would just be gone for a couple of days, no contact, whatever. That was kind of his thing to do. And of course, my first question is, why the hell do you want him back? I mean, if you're not getting, if you're frustrated and you're not feeling like this guy's in contact with you, or this girl's in contact with you, if you're a guy. Maybe that's not something that you really need to proceed, but they did have some good times together, and they did have some good things. So the idea was that, she did want to pursue it and whatnot like that. But if his thing was, him going into no contact, that was kind of his thing. He was kind of absent during the relationship anyway. If you've broken up several times with an ex, you break no contact and then you go back into no contact, eventually it loses its sting, because you train someone to know that, 2 weeks, I'm going to send them an email, they're going to write me back, or I'm going to send them a text, they're going to write me right back anyway. So this is a time that maybe no contact is inappropriate. If you're not going to stick to it, you're going to break it as soon as they reach out. Maybe it's not something to do. Maybe that's that it's going to lose it's going to lose the effectiveness, because they're going to know what's going to happen. Anyway, folks, those are 3 situations where a no contact rule may be inappropriate to use. The first one, like I said, with a kid, definitely you cannot go no contact if you have children. Please don't think that you can. Anyway, folks, check the description down below. I have a couple of free ebooks that I give away down there, and some other information. My personal email address is down there. I actually have a new ebook that I'm going to be giving away. It's in release of a new program that I'm looking at called Relationship Rewrite. It's a free PDF. You can download it. If you're already on my mailing list, you don't have to click the link there. You're going to get an email anyway. If there's something you want me to talk about, something you want me to make a video about, please put a comment in the section down below. Anyway, give the video a thumbs up. I do appreciate it. Name is Jim Miller, helping you find and keep the love of your life and write a better love story. Have a great day.